Hey guys, welcome back to Tea with Boar. My name is Boar, and today we are brewing Duch Shit Tea. Yes, it is actually called Duch Shit Tea, and no, it is not made of duck shit. So in this video, I'll explain what the story is behind Duch Shit Tea, then I'll show you how to brew it, and then finally, we'll do a taste test. So to begin with, Duch Shit Tea comes from the Phoenix Mountains in the Guangdong province of China. It is a dark oolong tea, as you can tell, and it is a dangkong tea. What dangkong means is that it's been grown in a single tree or single bush. So instead of these large tea farms that have a bunch of like little bushes that all look the same, these are all grown on their unique trees that are left to be as they are in nature. What makes dangkong tea tree so special is that because each dangkong tea tree has not been manipulated or altered to all be uniform, they each have their own unique flavors that give you a new experience every time. Duch Shit Tea is a dark oolong, and the smell of the dry leaves is like a sweet citrus, a little bit floral smell. Now, you might still be thinking, so then why is it called Duch Shit Tea? Well, that's a pretty interesting story. So, when tea farmers discovered this tea, they were amazed by the strength of the flavor and the aroma of the tea, but they were also worried that other farmers would come take it from them if they discovered it. So, they decided to claim that the yellow soil on which these trees grew on was caused by ducks pooping all over the land, hence the name Duch Shit Tea. And for better or worse, their tactic didn't really work. People grew really interested in this Duch Shit Tea, so they decided to try it, and now it's a very popular and celebrated tea. Now that you know the story behind Duch Shit Tea, let's move on to the brewing process. Alright, so because this is a dark oolong, I like to brew my first infusion somewhere around 90 to 95 degrees Celsius. Before we can get to the first infusion, we'll first rinse our tea at 80 degrees Celsius. Really floral. I'd go with floral smell. It's a very, very nice smell. The leaves are a little bit darker. They still have that floral scent, but they have this undertone, almost dark caramel kind of smell. Okay, our rinse is now done. We can now move on to infusion number 1. So we let our water get to about 92 degrees Celsius, and we'll let it now infuse for about 20 seconds. Okay, 20 seconds have passed, and we can now show you the first infusion. So we've got a nice, I'd call this a nice golden color. Let's see the smell. Make sure the water's all out. Oops. Yeah, once again that floral smell, but I'd say it has a little bit more of a fruity, almost dried apricots kind of smell. And on the leaves. So similar as to what it was before, there's still a dark floral caramel smell, but I'd say there's a bit more sweeter tones to it now. So let's see how it tastes. Just let it cool for a few seconds. Whoa. Yeah, I can see why these farmers wanted to hide this tea. It really has a deep sweetness to it that lingers in your mouth like seconds after you've already swallowed. You still feel that nice sweetness of the tea. I'm trying to figure what other flavor profiles am I getting. I can say I'm getting it's a honey sweetness, I'd say. It's definitely not a sugar, but a nice honey sweetness with, it's hard to explain, but almost a floral taste. So that beautiful smell that you get from a bouquet of flowers is almost present here, but as a taste. Really impressed. Another flavor I'm getting is a little bit of a sweet apple taste. So it's yeah, sweet honey apples is the flavor profile that I'm getting from this Duch Shit Tea. Okay, our delicious first infusion is done. We can now move on to infusion number 2. We'll keep the temperature at 92 degrees, but we'll brew it this time for about 30 seconds. Alright, 30 seconds have passed. Let's see our second infusion. Alright, we've got definitely a darker, almost apple cider color. Make sure the liquid is all out. And let's give it a smell. Similar smell, I'd say a little bit lighter this time for some reason. Now the leaves. I think this time I'm feeling a little bit more of a, how would I explain this? I'd say a dark sweet plum smell, but it's very similar to the last one. Just has a bit more of those plum tones to it. But now let's see the taste. I'm getting a stronger aftertaste of honey, and a little bit less on the floral and more of that sweet honey taste. And the fruity notes, I wouldn't say anymore that it's apple. It would be, man, difficult to describe, but definitely not apple right now. If I were to give it a fruit flavor, I would probably say a sweet nectarine. So I'm getting honey and nectarine flavors, and it's really nice. You know, even though the aroma is very sweet, you never expect the tea to be that sweet, but it's a really nice surprise. I can't imagine how shocked those farmers must have been when they discovered this tea, and I don't blame them for trying to hide it from others, but thank God their trick didn't work. But for this episode, I'll actually give you guys a bonus third infusion round, so let's get to it. Okay, so for my third infusion, I've decided to raise the temperature of the water to 95 degrees Celsius, and I'll keep the brewing time at about 30 degrees. I've raised temperature so that I can get a little bit of the darker notes out. I really want to get some kind of a powerful punch from this tea, just to kind of see what that's like. But yeah, after about 30 seconds, our third infusion is ready. Yeah, definitely darker than those first two infusions. Let's see if that translates to the taste. So we'll first give it a smell. Oops. The smell has stayed the same. How about the smell of the leaves? I think the smell got a little bit stronger. It has these this sounds bad, but these kind of more grassy, rooty notes that they're nice, but they're just a little bit more aggressive than the floral notes. But let's see the taste. I'm definitely getting some of those stronger, earthy is the wrong word, but definitely a bit more robust taste, but I've lost a little bit on the fruity floral notes. So it was a good experiment, but I think I preferred the first two infusions because those sweet floral fruity notes were really prominent, but now it's a little bit more of that robust, almost earthy taste that I'm not as keen on, but still very nice. I just think for my next infusions, I'll keep it somewhere around 90 to 92 degrees. Still really good. But I think I like the most about this infusion, it leaves that aftertaste of honey in your mouth is probably the strongest I've ever felt. So a good 10 seconds after you've swallowed your tea, you still feel this lingering sweetness of honey. That's very pleasant. But yeah, if you do have the chance to try some Duch Shit Tea is not just a famous name, it is actually a very, very good tea. But with that being said, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.